course, just as promised, we are going to put out our talk back this morning. We're going to be talking about the AgriTouch app for farmers and agriculture businesses. But before we do and continue on, I'd like to say a big good morning to our girl, to our Brown in with us this morning. Good morning, Toa. Welcome to iSpy. Welcome back.
Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Sefa. It's great to be back on the iSpy Talkback show. Really, really happy to be here this morning and talk about this amazing app called AgriTouch.
Yes. Of course, if you guys don't know, Toa Brown of Brown Consultant built the AgriTouch app. And of course, and her team putting out this good initiative to help out farmers, put out tips and ways help you with growing different crops. But a little background before we head into our talk back about this morning. The background is the AgriTouch Smart app is an initiative tool developed under the Samoa Knowledge Society Initiative, or the SKSI, with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries as the implementing partner. The AgriTouch app was officially launched in a ceremony on Monday, 7th of March 2022, after 6 months of consultation with partners, organizations, and farmers to help guide the developments of the framework and function of the app. Samoa Knowledge Society Initiative is a joint program with the United Nations under its agencies UNDP and UNESCO, and is financed by the Indian UN Development Fund. SKSI seeks to establish an enabling environment for all people of Samoa to enjoy the fundamental human rights access to information. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you guys have an app for this.
Yes, I think it's something that's been a long time coming for us here in Samoa, especially in the agriculture field. So I think it's a really great initiative, and also, with digital transformation, to actually have something here that's like ready to go for farmers and agribusiness owners. So really, really happy about this initiative.
Of course, this is a brand new product. It was released this year.
Correct. Yes, correct. So yes, we launched on the 7th of March. And it's so far we've had a lot of interest from the public, especially those who want to learn a bit more about agriculture.
Yes.
So it's something which the app caters to. So it's not only for experienced farmers, but definitely those who are branching into the agriculture space and are looking to learn a little bit more about how to grow a kapisi vai at the back of the house, or like kukamo at the back, or tomatoes. So this app definitely caters to those who want to join in and, start like a little garden at the back of the house. Yeah, correct.
Before we push on with our program, Matoa, can you give us like a breakdown and the key goal of the app and what it's used for?
Thank you, Sefa. So the key goal of the app initially started as a way to kind of capture information from farmers, which the app has definitely done. So I think the key essence of it is to kind of relay a lot of the agriculture information that the ministry already has onto a digital platform, which can be like widely available to the wider public instead of having to go down to the ministry's office and, hackle them, be like, guys, can we get your pamphlets, this and this?
That's right.
So the app definitely started as an initiative to get information out to people. So not only does it cater to agriculture information, but it also allows it kind of identified some of the gaps that the SAFPROM team, came across, which was to really improve a lot of the monitoring and evaluation with farmers. So a lot of, for example, if you're a farmer, you're kind of used to having a small book for keeping all your records. So whether it can be your sales or your production or your harvest.
Yes.
This app has turned that small little notebook into a digital record book for farmers to kind of input their records. So it's definitely open to anyone. And it's not only, what we found is not only have farmers have been using it for their records, but other people as well.
Yes.
That are not in the agriculture space for keeping, a summary of all of their sales and stuff like that. So it's been really, really interesting to see that it's not only been quite useful for the agriculture farmers, but also for the wider public.
But I love the route that is taken that you guys have put forward. It's the digital age, information, it's out there, but it's good that you guys are putting it in an app for farmers, upcoming farmers, and of course experienced farmers to get tips and ways to plant their crops. Big good morning and salafalava to those to PJ, our safeguard officer, and of course trainer for farmers on how to use the app. Why man yeah. Well, good morning, Mauso.
Good morning. Yeah, for Saro Vatu, Payman Maroto to Nita out, yeah. So far, Kako app linga launch in Feb, yeah. So tell Lavale Maroto to FIFA to Angle for Penau, downloading a tattoo app, yeah.
Yes.
Roughly around 312.
312.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Total Fiona to downloading a Kako app. Yeah, tell Lavane challenges for Penau, no. Phía ngày mình này phi phát chuộng ấy cho phòng anh em xin là vậy là chủ yếu chủ đó tôi suy phù vậy
có phòng mà sáng nhỉ
để là ngã về phát chuộng ấy phòng nào mấy chú phản nào với này ông ấy
Exactly.
cho xoắn như là cho phòng anh đó lại ở cho cô cả lắm mới AgriTouch vậy là có cái là cô đua mấy cũng là cô input là cô record Mas lá ves ko aquele cabelo que protection aí se o caiu ngor cai fácil mo ko
falangia
pe mo ngi fengu
okay lo pe mo lo que fi la que se pe mo e record se au mai
also you guys keep a tab of the records that it puts through the app okay
so any incoming records, for example, if you enter your records now, we would get it just like that. The ministry would have access to that data that comes in. Again, this is all security and safe.
Yeah.
So it's just only for the ministry's eyes. So no one needs to worry about like, what if my records get out there? But no, it's really secure and it's only for the ministry unless it's without your permission to get that info out.
Malo Lavan Fason team, introduction to our talkback this morning. But yes, guys, we've discussed our talking point this morning is about the AgriTouch app. If you just joined our program, this app left for you farmers, new upcoming farmers or experienced farmers of different ways and tips how to help you out with your crops. And the good thing about it, it can be used as a notebook to save information and save data on where you are heading with your farm. So yes, if you want to start a farm and you want to keep track of it, make sure you download AgriTouch app right now. Jumping back to our question, this one is for you, PJ, my brother. It says, I understand farmers under the SAFPROM project have received training on the app. What has been the response so far from some of the farmers who've downloaded the AgriTouch app?
Thank you, Yonsef. So during our lockdown period that we went through the past month, we were facing a lot of challenges during with regards to our M&E process. So we then opt to use our AgriTouch app. So this is where we were kind of looking at monitoring the farmers' progress through an app. So majority of those that downloaded the app, some have been facing a lot of challenges, especially the elders using the app. So while some of the young farmers, they were really inspired by the app. Like they were really glad that we had something like this in Samoa now. So a lot of them are now using the app, and a lot of them are now loading the information and using the information that are provided by the app. And I don't know if the information that they're loading is accurate. But we still need to justify those information that they've been loading it. So far they have been amazed by the app and how it could benefit the developments that are ongoing at the moment. So simply just your whole development at the palm of your hand.
That's right.
So far so good. They're just looking forward to getting the app to the next level.
Yeah, and I agree. Thank you so much for that, PJ. Yes, I think there's a lot of feedback that we received so far about things that we could do better. But so far the app has proven what we attended for initially, which was to get information out to be used by farmers, as well as to also regarding any trainings that the ministry has or regarding projects, also get that info out and inform farmers. So I think, I agree with PJ. There is a couple of things that we've heard feedback from farmers from that we'll definitely look to improve on and develop during the next phase of the AgriTouch app.
Yes, of course, Joa, you are the law consultant who built the framework and the functions of the AgriTouch app. Can you tell us about your role in working with the SAFPROM team?
Yes, thank you so much for asking. I initially started working with the SAFPROM team in 2020 as a data analyst working as a subcontractor for a London international firm called Delivery Associates. From then, it kind of branched into helping them with a lot of digital innovations, such as developing an app that was able to text around 4,000 farmers. Kind of saves time again for me as an entrepreneur, as a young tech innovator. I think it's really important to use technology nowadays to really solve problems, and also if it can solve problems and save resources, then I think it's an amazing thing. So the development of that app, which saved a lot of time for the ministry in terms of messaging around 4,000 farmers.
Driving Kuwa and
so correct. So I think that really kind of saved a lot of time, as well as with a lot of the monitoring and evaluation, the data capture during survey work. So that was my initial work. And then, it kind of branched into developing this app for the ministry when they asked. I'm like, okay, why not?
Of course, with the ministry, what is the goal or the 5-year plan that you want to get out of this app?
I think the key thing that we're looking to get out of this app is to really build the behavior regarding using digital tools such as this. Again, this is something new to the agriculture space, and we do expect it will take a bit of time for farmers to get used to it. I think for us, the generation, like our generation now, it's really easy just to get out our phones, but I think for the older generations, that will take a bit of time for them to get used to. So yes, I think that's the goal, is to kind of move towards digital innovations and tools that the ministry can use to get info out, as well as to capture data from the wider public. So I think that's the goal so far from the ministry so far, as well as from the SAFPROM team, that we're looking to gain through this app.
That's right, guys. If you want, I'm thinking of starting a little crop, or of course, a little garden behind the house, and you just need that little help or extra push, make sure you download the AgriTouch. Agro.
What's the app?
Agrochemical. AgriTouch app. So that's right, guys. Make sure you download it, get some tips, and of course, upload your information, and you can see your progress from there. Fast 40 minutes, 20 more minutes on top of the hour is our time. Malola valeva malol fifia pa ia malala tunu ya umau mai for tanto wala leo le tail. Valu fitu tesi malima. Looking outside our weather window is just telling Just Escape all se levang a puo mai ile te palasi mai se munga. Oh, that's okay. Hopefully it stays like this for the rest of the day. Cool off. Le no cash Tuesday la solomativa malele tangolima. But jumping back on our talk back this morning, AgriTouch app. Of course, to those of PJ, how can we access this AgriTouch app?
Thank you, Yosef. So there are two ways you can access the app.
Yeah.
So you can actually download it from the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So it's basically simply like downloading Facebook, Messenger, and those social media apps.
That's right.
It's all for free and free of charge. So you can actually download it using those platforms.
So it's Play Store, Malay
Apple Store.
Apple Store.
Yeah.
Does it take up much space?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, simply around
I think just around 20 megabytes. That's it. It's really small area. Space on your phone, and also the data usage of it it's probably gigabyte. Not gigabytes, what's it called? Megabytes worth of data.
Small bytes.
Small bytes. If you go to small bytes.
But you were telling us, Jay, that the number gaming it's 300.
312.
Yeah. So the goal is by the end, or hopefully the end of next year, the numbers one way.
So around, roughly we're talking around 4,000.
Yes.
4,000.
Yes, we're looking at 4,000. Yes.
Yeah.
So and also note that our app, file level on a message directly through our app. If you love really my telephone, so if you have any other inquiries or any technical assistance you need, just message through our app, and then we'll provide specific assistance that suits your need.
And the good thing about the app is become a practical tool that you guys work side by side with farmers in order for a better eye and putting more information on it.
Yes, so correct. When we designed the app, as you kind of mentioned earlier, we did it with the assistance of farmers, so around 30 farmers. We did heavy consultations with them to really understand what they needed. So a lot of the features that we have now is catered to them. Again, there are a few features that that we're looking to add later on, probably like a marketplace for farmers to sell and buy. But we didn't want to duplicate that because there's already apps for that, like the Maua app.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's the key thing that we are looking forward to probably expanding on and developing on top next year or the coming months. So we shall see, depending on funding from the ministry.
But yes, team, of course, if you want to get in touch with the app, AgriTouch app, make sure you download it right now on Google Play Store and, of course, Apple App Store. And, it's a great way to, if you want to start a garden or if you just need more tips and ways to help you with your crop, hey, make sure you download it and get all the information you need. Anything else, team, you want to put out before you guys head out on your breakfast quest?
No, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Atasi ni tai au ya muna tulang fa tai de pai man malu satu atu fa fong fong mai ilanga tai lia ya sio matum tanga luenga lo tap top mai ya fa malo lu suni tai au ya encourage lava tatu young farmers ya fa mun mo de fa ha man tatu app ya mula to lo tap ama tamata ya tele lava information ya ro mo fa no provider tatu pokala ya awa fo ile alu lu malo watina ya malo lava mun tai au.
Yeah, nothing else. Thank you so much, Sifa, for having us this morning. Other than that, malo lava.